Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. The countdown to the Black Panther sequel, Wakanda Forever, is ticking down. We're a little more than a month away from the highly anticipated film hitting the big screen. Fans are now getting a closer look at the new hero taking on the mantle, as well as the new threat to Wakanda. It's all part of tonight's entertainment headlines.
And our favorite, Dave Morales from Backstage OL, joins us here on The Factor Uncensored to give us a little update on some entertainment news. Now, there's a new movie that opened this past Friday called Brothers, and many of the stars, or at least one of the stars, is upset about it. Tell us a little bit about that.
Billy Eichner, I had a chance to interview him. If you want to go to our YouTube channel, cheap plug, Backstage OL, and you can watch interviews with Billy and Luke McFarlane, his co-star. He's upset in the fact that the movie underperformed. You know, let's just break it down. Bros, you know, how do I say? Well, okay, here's the good thing. It is the first all LGBTQ cast produced by, I mean, it's a gay rom-com is what it is. And some of the criticism that has come out is that it was poorly marketed. People said they didn't see ads for it. We did interviews for it, and you can see the interviews like I mentioned, but people were concerned that, like, I saw a lot of comments on these threads today, Isaiah, that said, I didn't even know this movie was out. They didn't see a lot of clips on YouTube or digital ads and things like that. The other thing is there was criticism that it was directed towards a limited audience. In other words, some of the ads came out and said, you know, straight people, it was criticizing straight people. And there were some that took offense to that. And I think, you know, one of the first things you want to learn, and I get that it's a rom-com and all that, you want to be humorous about it, but you don't want to limit your audiences in any marketing that you do happen to have. And I think that's kind of what strayed some people away, because honestly, it's well done.
Now, did the actor Dave say, or is the actor blaming? He's saying straight people did not come and support this movie.
Yeah, and that is one of the criticisms that Billy came out and said. You know, again, though, when you say something like that, you're targeting a demo that, you know, may not want to see the movie for whatever reason. When you start limiting your attacks, or you targeting your attacks like that, you're automatically going to ostracize an audience. And I feel like maybe that had something to do with it. But again, it is a very well done rom-com. I mean, it's the people that made Bridesmaids. It's Judd Apatow. It's well done. You know, I know the studio's disappointed. I'm disappointed to do much better because I liked it. But again, I think it was targeted to a limited audience, and they probably should have made the marketing, what marketing there was, a little bit more of a general type thing. That would be my only thing to say about it. But it is, yeah.
Well, we're moving on. Let's go on to Will Smith. He is working on another movie, right?
Right. Okay. Do you remember when you had me on right after the slap heard around the world? And I said, Will has got a movie coming out that we are definitely going to talk about. Emancipation. It is, from what it's already shown. They showed it in DC recently. It's done. This is the one that everybody was like, Will's going to get an Oscar nomination, including myself. I said this.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Well, he plays a slave that escaped from Louisiana, went to go fight for the Union Army. And I hear the story is just incredible. The story is impactful. As impactful, I think, is this movie, The Till, that's coming up. But we can talk about that later. But this is supposed to be a role that really, that Will completely absorbed himself into and getting acclaim already. It's going to be interesting, Isaiah, to see what happens when voting comes around, nominations come around. I will be one of the first to see it, and I will let you know. But I already knew this movie was coming when that happened, and I'm like, yeah, based on what I know about this story, that it's true, Isaiah. It's going to be powerful, and it's going to see how the world reacts to it, knowing what has already been discussed about Will Smith.
And of course, we have a new trailer, official trailer for Wakanda Forever. What do we know about that, Dave?
We know there's a villain. Here are your headlines, Isaiah. After you're done watching The Factor Uncensored, go find this trailer. It just came out. From the 1930s comics, the character Namor is the new villain. Namor can swim faster than anybody. I mean, Namor is a beast, and Namor is the new villain, and that was the one thing that I got excited about. The other thing that I got excited about is we saw the new costume for Black Panther. And Isaiah, this is not a spoiler alert because it's in the trailer that you talked about. It's a woman.
I can tell. You can
Yeah.
tell.
Oh, yeah. All right. So okay. I wouldn't tell. I've seen the trailer. I'm like, how do I say this? Yeah, you can definitely tell it's a woman.
The curves are there. Put it that way, Dave.
The curves are there. Oh, dude, we are on the factor. All right, dude. But here's the other thing. Ryan Coogler, who's a friend of ours, and I've talked to him many times, directing this one again, and Ryan's amazing. He's done great work in the past. Here's the thing. He does speak on the Chadwick Boseman, the passing, and how it's going to play into the storyline, and it's about grief and how they deal with it in that movie context as well. So there will be sad moments, I would imagine. But this trailer gets us excited because it's going to show us how they move on from Chadwick's character, which was not going to be replaced, and they made that clear about it. And we get the excitement of the new characters, including new Black Panther and dude, the new villain. What are your thoughts, Isaiah? Because actually,
hey, look, I have been a huge Namor fan, and many people know I'm Namor the Submariner for years since I was a kid. And just for those who are wondering, he was created before Aquaman, and DC copied Aquaman off of Namor, but Namor hasn't had that high profile. He's also known as the first mutant before the X-Men. So I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, and Namor was part of the comic company before it was Marvel.
Exactly.
So before it became Marvel, I know my stuff. So
there you go. There you go.
You know more. You know
All
more.
right, Dave
but
Morales. We're going to look for it. Let's go to the movie theaters in November. If you get a screening, let me know.